Thank you for joining me, Darrell Oates, at CBIC, Community Builders Investment Club. Creating your future. Today we're going to be dealing with options and why options are important. We're not going to go into great detail about options because option can be a very broad statement. But like I always say, if you just stick with the basics, you can make a lot of money. So we're going to be dealing with the basics of options today. We're going to tell you how options is, how it works. We're going to start with CL, Colgate. So what I have here, don't get confused, is an option thing. First of all, you need to notice that in the middle is your, what they consider expiration date. What is an expiration date? Expiration date is how long you have this option to last before it comes worthless. And as you can see down here, the time, the asking price, the price of it is end up being close to zero on expiration date. So let me not get ahead of myself. Let's just talk about the basics, why options are important. Some options are weekly. See here, this is the 20th, August the 20th. 21 is the year we in. That's what it is. So this is going to expire. If I click on this, we have a whole new section. What the first thing is your day that it's going to expire, what month and what year. So it tells you have 5 days. Right now today is August 15th, which is a Sunday. The market is not open today. So we're going to deal with what this is about. So the best way I can show you how option is look at rental cars. Okay, the rental car, you go there and you be like, I would like to rent a car for a week. They're going to tell you how much it's going to cost you to rent that car for a week. So let's just say that each one of these, the asking price is multiplied by 100. So what this is saying is, let's say for instance that they'll tell you it's $7.60, but it's not $7.60. You got to get a calculator, which we'll pull it up and bring it to the scene. You take whatever the asking price is, and we're looking at the 20th, and we're looking at this $7.60. We're going to explain all this in a few minutes. So you take $7.60 times 100. That's how much it's going to cost you to buy one contract. But the thing about it is, one contract gives you control. Listen to that word, control over 100 shares. So we're going to show you how all this works. Just keep that in mind. So the expiration date is when this is going to be expired. So in other words, we're going back to the car lot, the car rental place, and we'll tell them we want to rent a car for them for a week or 5 days. That's what this is right here. This is what you're doing. You're renting a car for 5 days. They're going to tell you we're doing this section right here. I didn't mean for that to come up right now, but we're doing this section right here, and highlighted is $7.60 or $760 what it would cost you. So in other words, you go to the place and you give them $760. So they give you the right to use the car however you want to for the next 5 days. Now, why would anybody want to sell or buy a contract? Well, hopefully you're thinking that the market will rise, and we're going to teach you by, if you didn't look at the charts, go check out that video. So when the market continues to rise, you know that you may not have, it's going to cost you $79.45 if you look up here to buy one contract. So to buy 100 contracts, let's put our calculator back up. We're looking at, to buy 100 shares of this, we're looking at $79, clear this first, $79.44 times 100. Which you got to come out of pocket $7,945 to own 100 shares. Now all the shares are 100s. Don't think about you just going to be buying 1 share, 4 shares. No. When you're doing contract, it's always lots of 100. Keep that in mind. So whatever the price is, you take that times 100. It's going to tell you how much it's going to cost. But fortunately, you don't have to worry about that because the program you with is going to tell you how much they're going to charge you anyway. So back to this. So why, if you may not have $7,944 to buy Colgate, but you want to have 100 shares, you want to participate in the market gains. That's where options come into place. So a call means you're looking for the market to rise, and a put we haven't got to yet, you're looking for the market to fall. So with that said, let's pull our thing up we had in the other one so we can see what we're looking at. We're just going to slide this right on in. Call, you want the market to rise, so you're buy a call on that. We haven't talked about the sideways market. If the market is falling, you want to buy a put. Just keep that in mind. Don't try to figure it out yet. We're going to show you. Put means you want the market to go down. Call means you're looking for the market to rise. So with that said, we're going to X this out. So we're just dealing with the call side. That's this side over here. So back to our thing, we were saying, okay, at $7.60, take that times by 100, it's going to cost you $760. Now, back to the car thing. You can drive it all you want to, but when the 5 days are up, you got to give the car back. Okay? Now, but what's the strike price? The strike price, dealing with the car, don't get confused. Say for instance, the car costs you $40,000 and you sold a contract at $760, and the strike price is what you want to sell it at if you decide to sell the car. So in other words, right now the car value or the price value is $79.44, but you're looking at a 72 strike price, meaning you're willing to sell your car for less value, $72 versus $79. But if you add $72, you add $7.62 come in, you right back at what? $79.60, which is a little bit higher than your price here. So back to the car thing, let's say for instance you pay $40,000 for, and you're willing to sell it at, let's say, $36,000. Why would you sell it $36,000? Because you just made $720. So 36 plus 720 will put you at 42, which made you $200 more than you would if you had not sold that much, or because you did a premium. But mind you, this is something you can't get back if it expires worthless. So it's just like the car rental. If you go and pay the money for the car, no matter what you do with the car, that money you can't get back. That's why people will sell contracts to you, because that's money base you can't get back, but you can sell it to somebody else. We'll get to that in a few minutes. So in other words, this is how option work. You look at the strike price, and you want to find a strike price closest to this price. This is how I do my trading. So right now, this strike price is at $79. So right here, we only have 76, so we keep scrolling down till we find $79. Then we go and say, what are they offering? 85 cents. But now here's the deal. You got to make sure that when you buy a call option, that you know that you're on the right side, that you know that the stock is tend to have a tendency to go higher. Now let me put a clause here before we. They say 80% of all people who buy options lose money. So why is that relevant to us? Well, why would you want to put money in something that you're going to lose money on it? Because the reason why people lose money because they don't understand if the market was rising. I would never buy in a market that's falling, because that means now I'm losing all of my money. Let's pull this this chart back up where people will buy in the when the market is falling down. Right here. So they will try to buy a call and the market is constantly falling down. Let's pull up a example. Let's look at Colgate and find out what's going on. See right here, we got Citigroup. So they still don't understand that they're in a sideways market. They would think, well, I'm going to buy a call. Well, in order to buy a call, you want this to be happening. You want to see this trend right here going up to buy a call, so you know that, hey, I have an opportunity to make money because I'm seeing an upward trend. See here? Up, down, higher, low, higher, low. Each low is getting higher. It's like steps. walking up the steps. If you don't see steps in your chart, don't buy a call. But that's why they say 80% of people who buy calls lose money, because they don't understand how the market is rolling. So again, this is when you want to buy a call, when you start seeing steps rising up and down. But when steps starts going sideways, buying a call will not be there, because you're going to lose your money. So there's two ways to lose your money in a call: when it goes sideways and when the market's going down. So you got to be able to know which way the market is going, so you know when to buy a call. Now, once the market starts following, going down this way, you want to buy a put. We haven't got to that yet, so let's get back to the trading. So now let's go into how this thing works. When you buy a call, basically, for me, I like to look at the strike price, because it's the cheapest when you look at the price here. So in other words, what you pay here, 85 cents plus 79 cents, so you paying $79.85 for this option. But the price is $79.44. Well, why would I want to do that? Because I'm looking at the market. I'm just using this as an example. Let's really pull it up and see if it's a good one. It's a CL. I see CL, I was drawing a triangle in that was going down, so it's like CL is going sideways. But for argument's sake, let's just say that CL is rising, just for argument's sake. So I will go in, I'll say, well, okay, well, it's at 69 and 79. I'm looking there, I see that there's no way that this is going to go sideways. It's definitely in an upward trend. So I'm going to go with $79. That's what the strike price is. I'm looking at, when I find the strike price, I look for the price here. So that's the cheapest premium. So $79, and I'm going to pay 85 cents. So how much I'm really going to pay for this option? Well, let's pull up my calculator. 85 cents times 100. I'm only going to pay $85 for about one contract. Well, how would I start making money? Okay, this is how it works. You look at your strike price. Then you look at how much you pay, which is 85 cents. Once this price get above 85 cents, see, it's at 44. So I'm looking at actually 41 cents. It needs to rise 41 cents in 5 days for me to be profitable. Right now I'm not profitable because I'll be down 7 plus the asking price, 85 cents, which is $7.85. Let's look at pull it up. So we have the strike price is 79 plus whatever my asking. It's not the bid, it's always the asking, 0.85. So I'll be paying $79.85. No, what I'm saying is my break off even is $79.85. All right, let's see how it works in real time. So we go here, we say I'm gonna buy here, boom. So my option comes up, it's telling me I'm buying one contract here, buy one contract at the price right here, the 20th, August of 21st. The 21st year, 79 call, the strike price is 79. My type is a call. It's going to cost me 85 cents. So once I hit confirm and send, it's going to give me my thing. Okay, here it is. My break even is what? $79.85. Remember I just showed you that for? That's my break even. So if it gets to $79.85, I'm not going to lose no money, period. Whenever the expiration date comes, I can sell out, and all I will lose is commission. Well, let's find out how much commission is on this right here. It's 65 cents. That's right here. Cost of trade including commission, which I'm going to make $85 because remember I just showed you how that works. Minus 65 cents, so they're going to give me plus 65 cents. So it's going to cost $85.65 to do this trade. This is a dummy trade, so that's what's going to cost me. But I will control 100 shares. So how does that work? It works like this. Every time this goes up $1. So say for instance, I'm at pull up my calculator back up. Let's just say for instance that it's $79.85. That's my break even. Because that's what I did. It's the strike price plus what premium you pay. $79.85. Now let's say for instance in 2 days it goes up $2. So automatically we just add $2 to it. Boom. The strike price is $81.85. Well, guess what? My break even was $79.85. So every time it goes up $1, I'm gonna make $100. So from $79.85, this is $2. I just made $200 in 5 days. Only I put in $85. But look, I done doubled my money plus more. Now what's the opposite effect? If it goes south, the only amount of money I'm going to lose is what my premium is, $85. That's all I'm going to lose. But I have potential to make 100, which is double my money, and 200. Once it get beyond my strike price plus the premium I paid, I'm in the money. Okay, let's do another one. Let's just say, for instance, let's just try somebody else. Let's do Citigroup. Citigroup is trading at 73.11, and we see, even though it's down, we know that Citigroup is in a, for argument's sake, we said Citigroup is in an upward trend. We see the trend. So we would come here and buy a strike price where? At $73. If it's not 73, we get close to it, scared to death. So we look here, 71, 72, boom, 73. August the 20th, same thing. We got 5 days to expiration. Or you might want to go out longer and say, okay, 12 days to expiration. So also remember now, the farther you goes out in time, the more premium you're going to pay. That's what it's called, premium. So you can say, well, I want to do a 33 days. See here, 33. And we find 73. Now notice I did it because 73 is not here. So would you go to 72.50 or would you go 75? Now notice, the higher you go, 75 minus 73, that means you got to get up $1 and what? 89 cents before you break off even, but you got 33 days. But you see this trend. You want to ride the trend. You want to say, okay, this trend is going, and I know that's going to go about $5 or $6. Boom. No problem. We can go here and say at 70. Why would I do 70? Come my open interest, I have 20,000 people right here at 70. I got 36,000 at 75. But now I'm way out of the way because you got to remember now, if I go with 75, which is $2.89 higher, I also got to add my my costs. So let's just put that together. So I'm looking at 75 plus $1.45. It's got to go to $76.45. Let's pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. My strike price, we say $75 plus the premium I have to pay, which is $1.45 plus $1.45. My break even is $76.45 before I even start making a cent. But look, that's like over $3 more, and I got 33 days. So that means the first $3 I'm losing. I'm not making no money. Don't make sense. Why would I do that? It's crazy. Okay. Well, let's go with that same scenario. So if I click on this $1.45 so you can see it, it's a buy, one contract, which I'm controlling 100 shares. But I got the 17th of September, 2021. My strike price is 75, and my premium. That's what that is. Premium is what you got to pay, $1.45. So let's go back to the calculator. 1.45 times 100 is how much I'm going to have to pay, which is $145. Okay, so I'm going to kick out $145. But $3 I could be making money off of it. I'm not going to make hardly no money off of it until I break even. So with this right here, let's show you how it's going to work. If I hit confirm, again, right here, my break even is $76.45. Again, I'm at $73.11. Why would I want to go way out of the money? $3 and some change for I break even. But my profit is infinite if it goes beyond $36.45. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. So what it's going to cost me is 65 cents to do the trade. So 145 plus 65 is going to cost me $145.65. So to me, that's not something I would do. I would go in and say, okay, now let's introduce something else into this mix. Let's introduce the delta. All right, what is delta? Delta means, you see the price here, that means, now this is advanced for people that got money. Delta means that now, whatever price I'm at, let's just go with 75, that means every time it goes up $1, you see this cent, I'm only going to make 38 cents, or Yeah, pretty much 38 cents per dollar. Every time it goes up a dollar, I'm going to make 38 cents or $3.80. So your first $3 is going to be somewhere around not that much money. $38. $38 is what you're going to make every time it goes up 100. Go up a dollar. So when it goes to 74 or whatever, $38. But it also depends on other factors. So this is theoretically. This is not absolute. Theoretical. See, also you got to realize too that your premiums start going down every day because it got to come to zero towards expiration. Keep that in mind. So there's a lot of factors that goes into calls. But like I always say, stick with what we're doing and you will always make money. But if you got the money, I would like to go no higher mostly than a 90 delta, anywhere from an 85 to a 90. What they're saying is, and let's say 81. Okay, so it's going to be my strike price $67.50. And let's pull this up. Excuse me. $67.50 is my strike price. My premium is going to be $6.30. So right now, my break even is $673.80. Well, let's pull it up. Let's see how it works. $67.50. If I click on that, there it is. My break even is $73.80. So what they're saying is I have 33 days for it to get to $73.80. That's more manageable. See what I'm saying? But it's going to cost me $630 to do this trade. Great. But guess what now? It's more economical and I can make more money from this versus me trying to do $1.45 and I'm already at $76.45. That means I got to get to $76.45 before I break off even. Doesn't make sense. So that's why a lot of people that do option, because they don't understand how option works, lose money. Because most people say, well, if I do the $1.45, then, excuse me, if I do the $1.45, it's not going to cost me that much. But look how much the stock had to rise up to for me to break even. So economically, it's better for me to do the $6 and some change and pull this down. We go to here, 62. It's best for me to do at $67.50, $6.30, which is going to put me at $73.80, break off even. See, I'm almost at $73.80. So I'm saying, and after that, once it gives me to $73.80 and go to $74.80, I'm making $100. And it goes $75.80, I'm up $200. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm there and I'm making money. By the time I get $3 up there, I'm already up $300 versus me just pretty much about breaking even. So that's how that goes with the call side. The put side, which is over here, is the actual opposite. It's the same identical thing, but it's opposite. If we want the market to go down, we're looking for it on this side. So whatever I said on the right side, it's just the opposite on this side. So we're looking at the market going down. We go and say, okay, it's $73. We know that it's heading down. So I'm going to look for right at 73. Now, here's the trick. Everything is different on this side. Remember, over here, you add to this to get it. Over here, you still subtracting from this. You add on this side, you subtract from this. So what it's saying is, let's just say for 73, we go 75. So pull out the calculator. Looking at 75, and we're holding on to this right here. Right, the calculator. I want you to see this. So we'll take 75, and it's going to cost us $325. I mean, yeah, because you know, you're doing the ask. Always the ask. It's never the bid. It's always the ask. $325. So you do minus 3.35. So that means this got to go down to 71.65 before you start making money. That's the put side. So let's pull it up. So if I hear I'm going to do a put, and you see here you have a buying one put at you got until the 17th of September, 75 strike price will cost you $3.35. And if I do this, you'll see it. Right here, the break even, it's got to be 71.65. And my max loss, because see now you have a loss, is the whole amount. I mean, the max profit is the whole amount if it goes to zero. Sorry about that. If it goes straight to zero, you make $7,165. But your maximum loss is what you just put in, $335, because that's what it was, $3.35. So that's your maximum loss. So that's the difference between puts and calls. Let's do another one. So let's try. We're looking at, oh, by the way, the same identical thing goes. But you're like, but why would I want to go there? I mean, that's so far down. That's why I would say you want to go up and find a delta in the 90s right here. 730. So it's the same thing. It's going to be 80. Clear. Remember the strike price is 80. I'm going to click here and I'm going to go back so you can see the highlight. You got 80 is my strike price minus 730. 730. So now my break even is 7270, so I'm not that far down if we're looking for this to fall down. So once I get to 7270, I made money. See, that's 92 cents. So if it goes down a dollar, I'll make 92 cents. After then, I'm start making 100. Anything beyond 7270, so we get down to 7170, I'm making 100. When you get down to 7070, that's 200. Every time it goes down a dollar beyond this strike price, you're going to make $100. So let's just pull it up so you can see. 730. We got to buy one contract, expired the 17th of September. My strike price is 80, and my premium is 730. So I take 730 minus 80. You'll see it over here. 730 minus 80 is what? 7270. That's your break-even price. That's what you're looking for. And you will make money. That's how calls and puts are. If you have any questions or anything you need, just re-listen to it again. I mean, it's interesting, but once you can understand the difference between calls and puts, that's it. We're not going to do sideways on this right here. We're just doing calls and puts. Because sideways is a whole nother beast by itself. So remember, if the market is rising, accumulation, then you want to buy a call. If the market is distributing, meaning it's selling off, you want to buy a put. So now you have two ways to make money in the market. You make money as it rises, and you make it as it falls. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.